Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're tuning into my channel for the first time, hi, my name is Ria and I make content on beauty, fashion and lifestyle. Do take a moment and subscribe to my channel. With that, let's begin today's video. So in today's video, I'm going to create this makeup look using all new products that I've bought recently. So let's quickly start. Let's begin, but first lip balm, and this is the lip balm I've been swearing by these days. It's from Simply Nam and it's the Sweet Kisses Hydrating Lip Balm. So I think recently they've launched 3 variants of this and the one that I have is called Cupcake. So it's a pink tinted lip balm and it's really pretty, very hydrating. The formula is also very thick, so it sits on your lips beautifully and hydrates and moisturizes your lips very well, and it has a really nice pigment, so I even like to use it as a topper on lipsticks. I've done my skincare already, and the first new product that I will be using is a primer. So there are a few categories in which I don't have very new products, so I will be reusing some of my older products, but honestly they too are sort of new, like 6 months 7 months old, but I might have showed those products to you guys in some of my previous videos. So starting off with primer, I have the very famous Mars Gripping Primer. Now this primer has been a rave all over the internet. It was stocked out for so long. I think around Diwali I found this on Nykaa and grabbed it. I've only used 2 to 3 times since then because I'm not too sure how I feel about this primer yet. It definitely has a very sticky, tacky kind of a texture to it, which is something I'm still yet to figure out whether I like or not. It claims to put your makeup in place because of its gripping factor, and I think this is a dupe of the e.l.f. gripping primer. I'm not exactly sure of the name, but yeah, and this is so inexpensive, so I wanted to give this a try. This is what the texture looks like. Like you can see, it's a gel like texture and it's sticky and a little tacky. Anyway, I'll go ahead and use this primer today. I might be able to make up my mind about this after a few more trials. Right when I'm applying it, it feels very sticky, not very sticky, but yeah, not like the usual primers that I'm used to. Like, can you see when I'm touching my hand, there's a slight stickiness to it. I'll apply a little more on my nose and mouth area because that is where I tend to sweat the most, so I really want to see whether this primer helps in keeping my makeup intact. In my under eyes, I've really moisturized my under eyes well today. Okay, so primer is done, and now the next thing that I'll be using is a color corrector, but I don't have a new one, so I'll quickly do that and come back. Color correction is done, and the next step is going to be foundation. And for foundation, I have again a very cult product, which is the TT Cushion Foundation. Now if you're already subscribed to my channel, you might have seen my review on this. I have done a full-fledged review on this, and I'll leave the link up here just in case you're interested to watch that. But this is still a very new product for me. I have it since just a little over a month, and this is actually the newest foundation that I have right now. I've only used it like 4-5 times so far, so I have the mini version. They do have a bigger size of this, and my shade is 24N Latte. I feel like this is a good match for me. It looks slightly lighter when I apply it first, but after some time it oxidizes a little and settles into my skin very beautifully. This is how the inside of it looks like. You get a small cushion and then you have a mirror here. When you open this, you get the foundation right here. So far I've really enjoyed using this, though I do feel the bigger packaging will be a little more convenient to use. I have no problem whatsoever with the packaging here. It's really compact and cute, great for traveling. I feel like it slips out of my fingers while applying it, so I feel a bigger puff would be much more convenient. And this, according to me, has a buildable coverage, medium to buildable coverage. You can make it full coverage if you are somebody who likes that. I'm someone honestly who likes using skin tint more than foundation, so I like to use it with a lighter hand and not take too much of the product. And with this foundation, a little goes a long way. This foundation has sort of a satiny finish, as in it's not too matte, neither is it too dewy. See what a skin like finish this has. Not too matte, neither too dewy, and just perfect. I honestly love the finish of this foundation, and it feels like you're wearing nothing, absolutely nothing. It has no weight whatsoever. So yeah, that was about it for the foundation. Next up, concealer. Now this is a new concealer in my vanity, though ever since I've bought this I've used it so much. I've had it for a month and I've been using it religiously whenever I'm doing my makeup, like just this and no foundation, because that's what I like to do on most days. The Maybelline Age Rewind concealer used to be my favorite drugstore concealer before I used this. Now hands down this has to be one of the best drugstore concealers that are out there. It's fairly priced and the formula and the finish of it is just too good. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade 314 beige, and I feel this is a good shade match for me. Mostly only do makeup for my videos or for special occasions, and I prefer highlighting my under eyes a little, brightening my under eyes a little, and I feel like this is a good shade for that. I love the formula of this, and it's so easy to blend as well because it's very creamy yet very thick, and it is very high coverage. I feel like I've been sleeping on this for years and I'm glad I finally got this, because from now onwards this is always going to be in my makeup box no matter what. And I honestly feel this can beat so many high-end concealers out there any day. It's that good. Do you see how seamlessly the concealer has blended, and it looks really nice. Next up is powder. I want to set my under eyes really quickly first, and for powders I have two new products actually. The first one is the K-Beauty Banana Powder. It's the loose powder, and the next one is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Finishing Powder. I love this one. Nothing comes close to this product for me now, but the K-Beauty one I've only used it a couple of times and I really want to test it more to find out how I like it. So I'm going to use this to set my under eyes and my mouth area right now. And these come in a lot of shades, and the shade that I have is called Banana. I could have probably chosen a different shade, but I did not know better back then, so I settled for the Banana one, and I'm yet to figure out how I like this product. There's of course a difference, like this side has mattified now my under eyes and this side you can see it's clearly glossier. The texture of the powder is also very fine and it does blend into your skin and gives you a very seamless finish. So I just like to pat it on my hand first, remove the excess powder, and then go ahead and use it. Like, it looks much more natural and not too cakey. I'll finish the rest of the makeup and then see if I want to use the Charlotte Tilbury powder to give it a final finish. But for now this works. I've not powdered my whole face, only my under eyes and just around my mouth, because I want to do cream contour and cream blush. I don't have a new contour, neither a new contour stick or a new contour powder, so I'm just going to do that first. Contouring is done, so let's do blush now. For blush I have these really nice cute blushes from Marmalade Beauty. They are a new local Indian brand and they have come up with this serum blushes. So these are makeup infused with skincare. Right now they only have blushes and I got them as PR and I've been loving using them. First of all, they are good for your skin, so that's always a plus, and they have a variety of shades in this. I have 3 shades with me right now. Lilac Dreams, which is a pretty lilac mauve kind of a shade. The next one is Summer Popsicle, which is sort of a peach orange shade, very good for summer. And the third one, which is my favorite, is Petal Kiss. This is the one that we are going to use today. It's a nice neutral sort of a pink and I absolutely love this shade. The formula is really runny like a serum, but it blends beautifully. It leaves you with such a nice glowy color. Definitely has a buildable pigment, so you can build it up as per your liking. And this is how it looks like. This is the texture of it. Like I said, quite runny, but looks very pretty on. Let me show you. Do you see that color? So pretty, right? I love it when Indian brands come up with such nice innovative products, and you should definitely check them out. I'll leave their Instagram page link as well as their website below in the description box. This is how it looks and I absolutely love it. Gives you such a natural flushed look, has a subtle glow to it which I absolutely adore, and the color is just too pretty. Next up, I'll use this cream highlighter from Inside Cosmetics. This is the only new highlighter I bought in the last few months, but this is a cream highlighter and it's very inexpensive. It's from Inside Cosmetics. Just for 100 or 120 bucks, I feel this is a really nice product. Let me give you a swatch of this. So this is in the shade Mermaid Scale and this is the swatch of it. You can build this up as per your liking. It has a really creamy formula and blends easily as well. Just use the blender to blend it a little more. Yeah, quite subtle and nice. I like it this way. I don't want my highlighter to pop too much, and this is quite nice. For the eyes, I don't have anything new, but I do have one product which is a 3-in-1 product, and it's this pudding pot. This is India's first ever pudding pot. I'm sure you must have seen those K-beauty videos where people are applying a pudding like product onto their lips and cheeks and eyes. So this is exactly that. It's by an Indian brand called DM Beauty. It's called Soft Filter Blurring Pot because it has a blurring effect. I have the shade No Filter, and this is what the actual product looks like. And it comes with this silicone applicator. So you basically dip your silicone applicator into this pot, and then you can apply it on your lips, your cheeks, as well as your eyes. Right now I'm going to apply it on my eyes. This too has a buildable pigment, so you can layer it up or layer it down as per your preference. I want to keep it really natural today. So first coat is almost done, and I'm just going to blend a little more with my fingers. Even though the applicator is really nice, it did blend the product well. So it has given my eyelid a very soft pink, almost natural color of my eyelids, but I do want to build it up a little more to see how it looks. I think this is better. I like this more natural, yet you can see a little flush of color. And this is transfer proof and smudge proof. I've applied this on my lips a few times, so it is truly transfer proof and smudge proof, but I'm not sure how long it will last on my eyelids because this is the first time I'm trying this on my eyelids. But I'm loving how it looks so natural, perfect for an everyday look. And this silicone applicator is also just amazing. Just look how well it blends, and it's so precise, so you can actually go into little nooks and corners of your eyes to blend things out. And this is just doing the job perfectly, even better than my fingers, I feel. And the applicator is also very easy to clean. You just need to grab a tissue paper and wipe this off, and it'll be new and clean again. Next up, I have another multi-use product which is probably my favorite recent purchases, and it's the Simply Numb Pixie Dust Multi-Use Glitter Glow. I love this product so much. So if you have seen the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb, it's a similar product to that. It's a multi-use glitter, so you can use it on your eyelids, as your highlighter, even as a lip topper. It's just that great, and the shimmers are really fine, very pretty, and honestly you can always trust Simply Numb to come out with great formulas, and this is just one of those. Very convenient to use as well because it comes with a tip like this, so you can use it directly on your eyelids or as a highlighter or on your lips or wherever you want, even as a body glitter. Today I'm going to use it on my eyelids for a soft glittery touch. Now let's blend this. The formula of this is very much water-like. It blends so easily, and it's not one of those chatak glitter kind of a product. It's very subtle. You can build it up as per your liking, and it just looks too pretty wherever you apply it. I'm not sure how well the camera is catching it, but it does has a very nice subtle glitter. I have no new eyebrow products or mascaras, so I'll just quickly do those steps and come back. We are almost done. Some finishing touches are left, of course. Lips are left, of course. And I want to actually use the Soft Filter Blurring Pot once again to show you guys how it looks on the lips. I love the formula of this. However, the shade, I feel like it kind of washes me out when I use it on a bare face. But with makeup on, it does look nice. This is just after one swipe, and you can see it already has given some color payoff. And if you look at it closely, you will see that the lip lines have been blurred. Let's go ahead and do another coat. And yeah, this is after 2 swipes. It does take a little while to get the perfect pigment on your lips. I like to do at least 3 coats of it for an even layer of pigment because I do have slightly pigmented lips. But I love the formula of it and I love the finish of it. It is a matte formula, but it's not drying at all. It sits so comfortably on your lips for hours, and after application, give it a few minutes, like 3 to 4 minutes, and then it settles down to being smudge proof and transfer proof and all of that. If you do the smudge proof test instantly after application, it will come off a little, but give it a few minutes and it does become smudge proof. I really hope the brand launches a few more shades which are slightly darker. I would love them to do more nudes, but slightly more darker nudes, because I would love to wear this formula on an everyday basis without the shades washing me out. And this one, I feel when I use it, As it is, it does wash me out. And this is after the third and final layer. If you can see, it has definitely visibly blurred out the lip lines, and it has a blurring effect which I absolutely love. A very soft blurring effect even though it's so matte. I could keep it as it is, but I'm tempted to try out the pixie dust a little on my lips as well. Now for the final steps, I have not powdered my whole face today, but I would like to lightly use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Finishing Powder on my face slightly, because I do see a lot of shine on my face at the moment, and I just want to control that a little bit, just a little around my nose and mouth and a little under the eyes again, and the rest, whatever's left on the brush, I'll just use it all over my face. Also, I think I would like to add a powder blush. Another new blush that I have is from Maybelline Fit Me. I don't know what the shade is called. I can't seem to find it on the packaging as well. But it's a nice cool toned pink. I really like the color. You need to build this up to show it on your face though. But I do like how it looks. This is just the right amount of color I wanted on my face right now. And I think we are done, but the final product will be a setting spray, and this is my newest purchase. It's the Nykaa Matula setting spray. You can use this as a primer as well before you start your makeup, just to prep your skin well, but I like using it after my makeup is done. Most places in India is hot and humid, and even though I like a nice glowy finish, but especially during the summers and monsoons, I feel like a matte setting spray works better if you are in a similar climate. I've used it a couple of times and I quite like it so far. I also like the packaging. This is a decent sized bottle, especially considering the fact that all the setting sprays are so expensive. This one is in the affordable range, so let's go ahead and spray it right now. Generally, all these setting sprays have such a horrible smell, and I am somebody who does not prefer fragrances in any of my products. This one, however, does has a smell, but it's a very pleasant smell, unlike so many other setting sprays that I use. And also, it sprays really evenly, which with certain setting sprays I have had the problem that it does not spray evenly. And guys, this is my finished look today with all the new makeup products that I have bought and some old products as well. I love how natural it has turned out. This is such a nice everyday kind of a makeup look. Very subtle yet a little glamorous because of the glitter that I have used, and yeah, this is the final look. Let me know in the comments what you think about this look and all the products that I've shown today. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. If you did, do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. We are very close to 1K, so let's do that quickly, and I will be doing a giveaway soon after that. And yeah, I'll see you soon in my next video. Until then, take care, keep smiling. Bye.